Hello and welcome to Face Check. I'm Barry and you're joining me for the Deck of the Week section on jinseki.net. I'm a little bit behind, so I'll get probably a couple of videos done tonight. First deck I'm going to show you is this Turntableela gang sign, which was Deck of the Week last week, and then we'll go into the Professor, who's now won a store championship, unbelievably, and we'll see kind of what's gone on there to warrant that. Well, we'll talk about the Professor later. It'll be a second video, so I'll just get Leela done in here. This is a fairly standard-ish Leela build. It's the kind that's using gang sign, which is why gang sign's in the name. Gang sign, if you don't know, is whenever the corp scores an agenda, access one card from HQ, and that does interact with HQ interface, the hardware. Whenever you access cards from HQ, access one additional card from HQ. So yes, you're going to be slightly aggressive as criminal where you can, but really you're waiting for the corp to score to open up the window, and if you get sort of a double bounce with the HQ interface, then that is fine. If you score a second agenda, for example, off that, then you get to bounce another piece of ice. That'll open up R&D, that'll open up the remote, that'll open up HQ, so you can get in for the siphon. Excuse me. Employee striking here really just to deal probably with what do you call it, IG, but also works against Engineer in the Future, Personal Evolution. It's a pretty good card, only one influence as a current, and it can also overwrite the corpse current if they do have a cerebral static, for example. Everything else is fairly standard Leela stuff and criminal stuff. Now, one Plascrete probably won't wash in the UK meta, but that's fine there. 3 turntables. The reason there's 3 in here, and he goes on to explain what they are, is because you want it early. If you can switch out the Astral, then that is kind of critical for this deck. But everything else is pretty normal, apart from Inti perhaps. Yeah, it gets you through wraparound and resistor, cheaper to install, and as a backup it isn't quite so bad. So let's head on over and give it a chance. Hopefully we're not up against some ridiculous IG deck. So let me just put runner here, and this game will be recorded. Help if I could spell. Now, I've not been on much in the last week or so. Have been very, very busy at work and very limited sort of free time. Let me choose the Leela deck here. I've not actually played this build, but I played Leela a bit last season store championship. Managed to get a second with Leela, best I could do, but that was Dave Hoyland's Endless Waltz, one of the earlier versions. Dave obviously still piloting Leela and doing very good things up until Worlds last year, so in the last sort of just 6 months ago, I guess that'll be now. Quite maybe not quite that long, but around about them. And then I switched to a gang sign version for a while, and actually played against Dave Hoyland, and he was like, "Oh, what's in your deck?" And he was like, "That's nonsense." And I was like, "Yep, you're not wrong." The deck was actually nonsense though. It's my whenever deck, where whenever the corpse scores or whenever you score, you just get loads of triggers. It happens there, so it was a bit of nonsense. So let's see how this deck measures up. Looks to be a combo of kind of in between. Let's zoom in a little bit because I've not got tons of remotes yet. Hi, good luck. I will mulligan that, I think. I mean, it's got a lot of what I want. But actually, turntable, wow, there's not a bad HQ run. I'm assuming he's going to ice up HQ. Sure. So let me draw. Now, how am I going to get money? I'll just drop you money and money. Now Argus is almost certainly going to play a remote, so it's going to let me get my bank job off, which will then let me drop these, and then if he does score, I will try and remove all of his ice. So let me let's get some cash in the bank. I'm not actually going to risk it at this point. I will instead, I'll continue to draw up, I think. Now ordinarily you shouldn't draw last click, but after exhausting my other options there, that was okay. So he's going to spend a little bit of time icing up, but he's probably got a whole bunch of 1-pointers if it's Argus Rush. Now again, I can't really risk running, or can I risk running? I don't want to risk running is the thing. So instead let me draw. Let's drop Zool. Let's special order for Corroder. And then let's install Corroder. So if I can get my rig up and running, then whatever bit of ice he's got left isn't going to be particularly effective. So there's money for him. So let's just bounce that off HQ. There's not much point turntabling that, but we'll see. If I can get a sentry breaker, it's still a little risky running. So let's draw. Oh my. Draw HQI. HQI, and then I still don't know what I want to do. I've got three I've got 3 siphons in hand. Seems like it's pretty good. I can't get them too low in credits regardless. So let me draw a special order. Now I didn't actually notice what my let's get Mongoose. Let's drop Mongoose and we'll take some credits. So I could triple siphon, but he's almost certainly got Scorches, so it doesn't seem like the best idea in the world. So that's Chrysium, almost certainly. Well, in that case, let's have a cheeky run on server 3. Hope it's not Psychic Field or Snare. Yeah, sure, I've got 3 bad pub anyway, so it doesn't really cost me that much. Draw. Let's bank job and then run server 1. Now if he does have sea source scorch, then I'm out of luck, but I can't necessarily play that way. So power shutdown for 1, so that is the end of Zool. Goodbye. The criminal very rarely has any kind of recursion, so I'll be relying on other code gate breakers. So let me draw, gang sign. Now the problem here is that actually he could tag me by him scoring. So if I install advances something, I kinda have to go get it. Draw, you, money. I'd love to get into HQ. See, he's going to advance and probably leave it. Or is he going to go for it? Wait, how's he got so many advancements on there? What was that? So he installed an advanced last turn. Gotcha. I didn't see that advancement actually. Okay, let me draw. I think that's a code gate is the problem. Sure, let's inside job server 4, see what happens. It's probably a cerebral. Yeah, that's fine, and then that is a code gate, it's Enigma, yeah. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? And then let's just take you. So if that's posted bounty, I'm dead. It is not. Okay, so let's bounce. Let's bounce that because it cost him the most. And then you can just reinstall things again. He's got money. I'll probably siphon anyway, force the Chrysium res, and then access a number of cards. Oh yeah. 1. Steal. then card from hand. I'll take 2 meat damage, I guess, because I can't survive the Scorches. And then the second one, card from hand, steal. Let's bounce this one. And let's again take 2 meat damage. There goes all my siphons. That's okay. Done. Well, I'm still alive, but only just. Here's where something like Drug Dealer would be handy. Now, he does have a handful of cards. But yeah, probably just ice up again. And he's already seen that I've dropped all 3 in the bin, so there's that. Right, so draw, 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 and then money. So I'll probably drop medium, then start hammering R&D. Hope it's not another enigma there. That's okay, I think, because what I'm about to do is run R&D. Should be able to get in, as long as it's not a code gate. And then there's a very good chance of finding an agenda, which will let me bounce that agenda. But he's also probably got snares. Oh, Archer. Yowzers. Only cost me 2 to break them, although, well, it cost me how much for strength? 2, 4, 6. It cost me 8 to get through Archer, so I'm not going to be doing that too often. I will steal. I'll take 1 tag. I will bounce you, and then I will draw and remove tag. Cool beans. So I need to get Catty down and start pumping her for, sorry, let's rephrase that. I need to get Catty down and start using her to generate credits. It's all over anyway, the dream. So he's gone to 6, which I can't beat, and then he's got enough. Yeah, didn't find the Plascrete. Okay, GG. Yeah, I mean that's the risk of Argus Rush. Only having 1 Plascrete in the deck doesn't really help. There's not a lot of draw going on. Let's have another look at that. Let's go back to the deck builder here. So I've no Masanori, I've no Earthrise. Spending far too long clicking for drawing cards whenever you get damaged. Single Plascrete, kind of have to up that to 2 in a lot of metas where people are playing kill cards. Turntable did nothing for me there, but it was all 1-pointers. You can't base the game on just the single one. If I did manage to get Employee Strike down, again that would be very handy for the medium runs, but again, one-off, hard to see. If I lose Zool, I'm down to just Passport, is it? That's interesting. It would only let me attack the Centrals or Fem if I get it down. So, had a quick go at the deck. Let's have another game, shall we? Now, it wasn't particularly short of money. It just so happened that Argus is also kind of designed just to get money in and kill you, so against a much more friendly corp, that may not be the case. So let's try again and see how far we get. Then after this game I will switch it up. I'll try the Professor deck, see what's changed there. Mordecai. Right, so he is using probably cards from D&D. Yep. All good. Oh, genomics, what a joy. Good luck. So, I mean, already know 90% of his deck. I will keep this, I guess, because it's truckloads of money. Just overdraw there, which is fine. He's got to at least consider icing up HQ, but he doesn't. So let me draw money. Let's run R&D, I suppose. Neural EMP, don't really care about. And then I will drop a bank job. Now there's nothing you can do to stop me getting the bank job money, but I just want to put it down so he knows. So Sensei Actors Union is the only one I don't know what it does. Draw 3 cards, okay. So you got the HB one now that... what does the HB one do again? I can't remember. Wayland one gives you 3 credits. Yeah, you can have money. I'm going fishing for my medium. Draw. Draw. Let's put you down. Let's run. No, let's run Jackson. Let's see if he pops some. Nah. Okay. I don't want to kill him anyway, because I don't really care. Now this deck probably runs quite smoothly on little money. Unfortunately, special order only lets you fetch an icebreaker, because if I could fetch a medium, I'd be a lot happier. So click 1, run R&D, click 2, siphon if I get an agenda. Run R&D. Cerebral static. Ugh. I'm going to run archives. Worst that could be in there at the moment is 2 net, or a couple of negative points. I think that'll get him to pop Jackson. No. So he does have a shock in there. That's okay. Then let me draw, and then let me... I better go check out server 6, because it could be that annoying thing that does 1 damage. Nah, I can keep it. Not playing your games. So he's going to start shuffling things back in. Neural EMP perhaps. Yeah, that's fine. Every time he shuffles that up. Okay, I think I should just race to get my rig set up and get medium digging. Oh my goodness. This is what I like for other people when I play my asset held decks, is it? So draw, Mongoose. I'll run R&D. Nah, you keep it. And then I will... let's drop Armitage. So he's kind of up and running. He's getting a few cards. This Sensei as well, so he's drawing like 6 cards a turn. He's probably going to mill himself at this rate. Getting money. Put a lot of things into archives there. That's fine. Alright, dig, dig, dig. Draw. Draw. Ugh. Let's run R&D. Oh, let's steal. I'm going to bed. 0. Well, let's make you do it again. Run R&D. But this time, I'm going to bed. Oh, he's shuffling Jackson. Doesn't mean it's going to be any safer though. Nope, not trashing anything anyway, so it doesn't matter. I will get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of you. Done. So he's got to start thinking about icing up R&D. Sure, he can start cycling things through, but... Now here's where, if he scores a Nisei or scores anything else... I really should be racing, but... with no card draw in this deck, it's very hard to do anything. So draw, draw, let me Dirty Laundry R&D. No. Yes. And then let me run R&D. Now he's just going to shuffle genomics back in, but that's fine. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Let me bounce you. And then I will ditch Fairy and end my turn. So, yeah, I mean, this deck is great for annoying your opponent to death, but it's not exactly... Alright, so he's got the bioethics down, and there's hostile as well. I'm somewhat tempted just to take the hit every turn. So let me draw. Oh no, legwork. If it's a barrier, if it's a code gate, so what? Let me in. Probably a handful of snares. Yeah, hostile's fine. Successful run. Card from hand. No thank you. Card from hand. Okay. Card from hand. No, so he's got nothing. Let me draw. And then let me run. Server. Oh no, wait, I've not got bank job then. Duh. Do I care about any of these? Not particularly. I'll just take some money. Okay. So I don't particularly want to lose special order, but it's not the end of the world if I do. Yeah, that's fine. Bank job can get stuffed. I need to... Oh my goodness, look at how many remotes we've got going on here. Now one of them's probably an agenda. Otherwise, how does he win? Let me draw. Draw. Take money. So I could same old thing legwork, see what he's got. So I'm now taking 3 net a turn. Is that how that's working? Okay. And now my hand size is reduced by 2. That's okay. What are you getting 2 credits back for? Sets credits to -3. I don't really know what's going on there. Draw. 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 I'm pretty much just dead, aren't I? Alright, just gain 2. If I don't run, he can't neural EMP me. And I don't necessarily need any of the cards in my hand. Yeah, that's fine. The real question, of course, is can he kill me before he decks out? No, he's never going to deck out. Draw, 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 medium. End the turn there. Now there's next to no point putting gang signs down because he's never going to score an agenda. And he's probably just binning every agenda into archives because he can Jackson them back. I can now see why people don't enjoy playing this deck. So now I've got a hand size of 3, 1, 2. Gain credit, I guess. And then I will... Oh, Genetics Pavilion is I can't draw more than 2 cards. Ah, shit. I thought genetics volume, it's chairman hero that reduces your hand size by 2, isn't it? Well, that's silly. I see. Oh well, YOLO. So, Mongoose is once per run. I can't believe I didn't see any breakers. There's no draw in this deck. It's terrible. So draw, draw. Alright, same old thing, legwork. Literally my only chance, but as long if he's got any kind of ice that isn't a sentry. Yeah. GG. Concede. Right. Yeah, that was shit. This deck is not a good Leela deck. And I don't mean that just from my piloting. It has almost no answer to this, no answer to meat damage. No draw, which is its biggest problem. All of my breakers are still in here. So in here we have NA, we have Corroder, we have Zool, we have Passport. Now, to be fair, I did end up losing 2 special orders, so I could have, and probably should have, actually got them early on. You should be. So yeah, okay, so some of that was played wrong. I should have actually went and fetched my breakers before people had this. This deck can be teched against fairly easily, but a strong matchup against this gives you a poor matchup against almost everything else, so nobody's going to do it. Well, that's that. Okay, so yeah, I did play a little wrongly. I should have fetched my breakers to actually do something, and this deck is indeed a bad matchup for a lot of things, but it's just terrible. Yeah, I can see why people hate it. Anyway, that's that for just now. So I'll move on to the Professor, and we'll get some more videos up. Until next time, this is FaceCheck, jacking out.